feel like the screen has been crooked this whole time and I'm just realizing it. Oh well. Hi neighbor, my name is Hannah and welcome back to my channel, Pretty Hippie Me. My channel is about fashion, makeup, and life in general, so if you like this video, I hope that you subscribe to my channel and set your notifications to all so you can keep in touch with everything going on here in the neighborhood. Hi, this is Editing Hannah. I'm at work right now. I ran out of contacts, so I'm wearing my glasses, and all around life is grand. I just wanted to say sorry that it's been so long since my last upload. I started working again this week, and I used to be part-time, but they brought me back on basically full-time, so I just have not had time to edit the way that I need to. I might have to change the number of uploads that I have per week for a little bit, and I'm trying to catch up, and I'm trying not to get caught filming. But anyways, stick around. I hope you enjoy. Sorry and thank you, and I love you. Bye. I'm really proud of my makeup today. I just filmed a video where I did this makeup and it came out super better than I thought it was going to. I used the Juvia's Place The Violets palette. I'm not sure which video is going up first, that one or this one, but if that video is already up, I will link it above. If not, come back in a few days and it will be linked above. Today's video is about swimsuits. I've done a lot of hauls recently over the past few months while we've been in quarantine. I decided to try a lot of swimwear because I've lost a bit of weight recently and none of my old swimwear fit me really. So along the way I have amassed a lot of swimsuits and I kind of don't need all of them. This is gonna be a battle of the swimsuits because here's what happens. When I film a Fashion Nova haul video, which I did, all of the clothes I'm trying on for that moment are Fashion Nova clothes. I had my 2 Fashion Nova swimsuits. I'm evaluating the swimsuits as they are, but it's a whole different ball game when I'm comparing swimsuits against each other. Who has the better swimsuit for me? Is it gonna be Fashion Nova or Torrid or Ashley Stewart or some of the really interesting Walmart swimsuits that I found? Who knows, you know? So today my goal is to compare all of the swimsuits that I recently bought with hauls this past spring, as well as swimsuits of my own that I already had that I kept after I did a swimsuit declutter, which if you didn't see it, it's above, with the goal of finding what brand has the best swimsuits for my tall, plus-size, curvy body. These swimsuits represent a lot of money that I've spent, and I think it's better to know which brand has the best swimsuits so you can buy 1 or 2 swimsuits from one brand that you really know and trust. You're gonna feel good and confident in it and enjoy wearing it. And if I can help you narrow down that selection process, that's what I'm hoping I can do here today. So I don't want to talk for too much longer. I have like 12 swimsuits to try on and go through for you all. So let's get into this. Battle of the swimsuit bands. Which one is best? Let's find out. I just genuinely said swimsuit bands instead of swimsuit brands. Why did I think that I could be a YouTuber? I'm embarrassed. Okay, first swimsuit, and before I get into this, I'm trying out this new background of just like a solid color curtain because I got a comment recently saying that like my corner over here is a little bit too distracting. So let me know what you think. If you don't recognize this swimsuit from my hauls, it's because it is not. This is a swimsuit that I've had since last summer or the previous summer, and it's by NipTuck Swim. I got it at TJ Maxx. If you watched my Walmart swimsuit haul, this is the one that I was trying to replace with the black Walmart swimsuit. This swimsuit is it's a little not my style right now. I kept it at the time that I did my swimsuit declutter because I thought that if I lost a little bit more weight and my boobs shrank a little bit, I would feel a little bit more comfortable in it. And I have lost a little more weight and my boobs have shrunk a little bit. It's still just like too much going on here and it's just not comfortable for me for being able to like move at all. It's definitely a sexy swimsuit that's supposed to be sexy and maybe it's not really meant for swimming and activity, but I just need to accept the fact of who I am, and I am a girl that likes to go swimming at the beach, not just sit and tan. This style is just maybe not for me. This isn't necessarily a reflection on the brand as a whole, other than the fact that the torso is a little bit too short and there's no way for me to adjust the length in these straps. If you're as tall as me, I'm 5'11", you might find it to be a little bit short. I don't think I'll be keeping this swimsuit, and as far as the torso being too short for a tall, plus size, curvy girl, it gives me a little bit of pause about buying from this brand again. So I'll give this like a 6 out of 10. The design is really nice for someone who does feel okay with this amount showing and who maybe doesn't want to actively swim in a swimsuit but just likes to tan. That's not really why I go to the beach, and I'm probably going to get rid of it because I have a ton of other swimsuits that I like better. Okay, swimsuit number 2 is from the first haul that I did, which is AshleyStewart.com. I love Ashley Stewart, you guys know that. I just made a video about them. And the swimsuit itself is not actually by like the Ashley Stewart brand. It's a brand called Raisins, which is sold at Ashley Stewart. So I guess reviewing this swimsuit is not necessarily reviewing Ashley Stewart so much as it is reviewing Raisins. I absolutely love this swimsuit. It has a really nice high waist. The quality is really nice. I love the design and the style of this top, and I really love the print. I love the color combination, and I love how the print kind of looks like coral or some like undersea plants or something, or watercolor. It's like kind of interpretive. And I like the amount of like support that I get in the top and the coverage that I get in the back, and I still don't feel like I'm wearing like an old lady swimsuit or anything. So I really like this one. I think I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10. I love it a lot. The only thing that makes this a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 is that I wish that this waistband came up just a tiny bit higher, just like another inch on this waistband, and this would be a 10 out of 10, and I'd feel like 1000% confident in it. With it being a little bit low, I do get a little bit of my belly pooch. This comes like to just above my belly button. If it came up just another inch, then it would be great. But again, I'm 5'11", so someone who's in the range of like 5'8", 5'7", or shorter, this probably will come up that high for you. Guys, I'm like super bloated because last weekend was my birthday and I broke keto to have a bunch of carbs. And then later in the week, I broke keto again to have a bunch of carbs, and I bloated up. I'm still in the process of de-bloating and getting back on track. When I'm a little flatter again, it won't be as noticeable as it is right now. Yeah, this is like a 9 out of 10. I love it. The quality is awesome. The fit is great, and I feel confident in it going to the beach. So that's what matters. High score from me. This is hard, guys. It's so hard. This is my third swimsuit. It's this halter bikini from FASHIONNOVA. It has these like side lace-up things, and it ties in the back. So here's the thing about this swimsuit. It is my absolute favorite color. I love olive green. I like the shape and the general look and feel of this swimsuit. I like the bottom, I like the coverage, and I like this lace up on the side. It's like sexy without being like crazy a lot, the way that a lot of FASHIONNOVA swimsuits can just be like, that's daring and risky, and I'm not that risky of a person. I like this swimsuit, I do, but when I compare it to the other swimsuits that I have, I don't like it as much. I feel like the top is a little bit too small for my bust, and I feel like I'm gonna be like adjusting it and concerned all day, and I don't love a halter neck like this because it kind of like digs down into my neck. Because there are other more supportive swimsuits that don't do that, it's kind of a drawback that this one does. Another drawback on this swimsuit is just that the fabric quality isn't as good. When you touch it, it just feels lower quality than like the Ashley Stewart one or some of the Torrid ones that I have later on, for example. And this top has removable pads in it, which that's not necessarily a bad thing, but the outline of them shows on the swimsuit top. You can see the pad. I don't necessarily love how that looks. These are just more things that kind of make me not sure about keeping it. And I gotta feel confident in it and not feel like people are gonna be like, what is happening to her boob? What is that? I wanna draw attention for the right reasons. Because I have an excess of swimsuits, which I do, either I have to go to the beach so many times that I'm gonna get so much use out of these, which I'm just not gonna, or I have to get rid of swimsuits that I like. So this one from FASHIONNOVA, it doesn't spark joy the way that some of the other swimsuits do. My rating on this is like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. Ultimately, I'm just gonna rank it for what it is. Let's call it a 7.5 out of 10. I don't know, guys, this is hard. All right, next swimsuit. Okay, this is another swimsuit from Fashion Nova. I do really like this. I like all of them. It's this cool like monokini with these cutouts on the side, and it ties in the back with this really cool like halter structure. This is another one that I'm like about, you know, I'm not in love with it, I don't hate it. I think that it just comes down to like, do I want a one-piece swimsuit? This is basically the only one-piece swimsuit that I have now because the black one from before I'm definitely gonna get rid of. I'm definitely not comfortable wearing it. At this point in my life, there's not a lot of times when I want to choose a one-piece swimsuit over a two-piece swimsuit. And this one is pretty, it's nice, but again, like, the fabric is not as good as some other fabrics from other swimsuits. Standing here in my filming studio, it is not a studio, it is our guest bedroom. I feel really warm in it. I'm not even like in direct sunlight out on the beach on a hot day, and I'm already just like feeling really warm. Probably this isn't something that I need to say, but usually in a swimsuit I want to feel cooler. That makes me lean toward not keeping it. It is a flattering cut and a flattering shape for sure. It's long enough for my tall body, and especially these straps, the way that it's structured, make it super adjustable for a variety of heights. And I like that the back comes up high enough, you know, like the waist is high-waisted at the right point for me. In a very technical sense, everything about it is right. It's not a bad swimsuit at all. It doesn't spark joy. It's fine, you know, I give it like an 8 out of 10. We'll see how the ranking falls and which ones I decide to ultimately keep. Now let's move on to another brand. Okay, next swimsuit, and now we're getting into the swimsuits from my Walmart haul. This is from the Walmart brand No Boundaries, which is more of a juniors brand. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I love this one. It's just so like fun and still covered, but I still feel like it's super flattering. This is one of the lower waisted ones, but something about like the shape of this lower waisted one compared to the Fashion Nova or Ashley Stewart swimsuits, like having this be a little bit below my belly button, somehow I just feel much more flattered in my figure because of that. This is one of those swimsuits that just like sparks joy for me. I love the print, I love the color palette. Originally in the video, like I didn't think that I was gonna like this because it was just so like bright and pink and neon, but whenever I look at myself in the mirror in this, I feel really happy. So this is something that I feel like I would wear to the beach. It feels very supportive, it has nice coverage, and I think that this lace-up detail in the front here is just so super cool. And it's a good way to adjust it if you get this swimsuit and maybe you have a larger bust than me, you can just adjust this a little bit. The fabric feels pretty good too. I feel like I can go swimming in this, I can move in this, I feel flattered in this. Honestly, like I might go out on a limb and give this like a 10 out of 10. This isn't my favorite swimsuit that I own, but I do really, really love it, and I think it deserves like a 10 out of 10. Walmart has upped their game, guys. Go check them out. It makes me happy. I'm probably gonna wear it soon. Alright, next. This swimsuit I ordered through Walmart from walmart.com, but the brand is XOXO, which is sold in several different department stores. It's obviously a bikini, and it has this off-the-shoulder detail going on. Here's what's going on with this suit. The bottom half fits me like perfectly. The top half does not. It is just big on me or something. I mentioned this in the Walmart video. It makes me feel like when I lift my arms, the whole thing is gonna come up. It even makes me not want to be super expressive while I'm talking to you. You know, it does not make me want to keep this one around when I have other ones that are better. I think this is a really pretty design, and I wish that I had had the option to get bottoms in one size and the top in another size. The bottom is, just broke the tag off. The bottom is a 2X, and I wish I could have gotten the top in a 1X. That's typically how I'm fitting right now. What do I do with this now? What? Alright, that's fine. I like the design of this in theory. I think the ruffles are pretty. I liked them more when I first tried them on in the Walmart video than I do now. Sometimes it takes me some time to decide how I feel about something and really like let it sink in. When I'm looking at this swimsuit next to a lot of other swimsuits from a lot of other brands, this one does fall short. This one is like a 6 to 7 out of 10 because I think I would have liked it if I could have gotten this in a size down. I would like it so much more, but it has the fatal flaw of only coming in these sets, and the 2X top is just too big for me. 6.5 out of 10, let's say, and let's move on. So this is the last Walmart swimsuit, and this is from the brand Time and Tru in a size 1X. Have a 1X on the top and the bottom. I realized I didn't say the sizes for the other swimsuits so far, so just make sure you check the subtitles if you have measurements similar to mine and you want to know what sizes I'm wearing. So I like this swimsuit. I really like the print. I got it because it has kind of a vintage vibe to it, and of course Walmart swimsuits are really affordable. This is the brand that I got a lot of swimsuits from last summer when I was like 60 pounds heavier and couldn't find anything else to wear. And Walmart's really been like stepping up their game, as I mentioned. I think it's really flattering, it fits well, we've got good coverage, good support, and like I said, a little bit of a vintage vibe with these like toned down colors, the polka dots on the straps, and this like little itty bitty peekaboo right there with the twisted front. It's very like 50s kind of. The only thing I can say is just that this like side strip kind of emphasizes my love handles a little more than I wanted it to. It was something I didn't really say in the first Walmart video, but that I did kind of subconsciously feel, but other than that, it's supportive, it's good, especially for the price. The one thing that's holding me back is that I did get a similar vibe swimsuit from Torrid a couple weeks after I got this one. Maybe I'm a little bit of a minimalist or something, but I guess for me, if I have two swimsuits that basically fulfill the same need, I'm gonna stick with the higher quality one. You'll see why that one just fits and feels a little bit better for me when I get to that swimsuit. I still recommend this swimsuit to you. You know, I recommend Time and Tru swimsuits for the curvy lady on a budget. And I think in terms of height, I think this is hitting me at a nice waistline, so it's good for the tall curvy girl on a budget too. So if you want something vintage inspired like this, go to Walmart and grab this suit because it's super cute and comfortable and supportive and good, you know? There's nothing wrong with this swimsuit. I just think that in comparison to the very similar one that I got from Torrid, it does fall flat. So that's why I have to give this one like a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10. It doesn't spark joy in me the same way that the other one from Torrid does. Let me show you the Torrid swimsuit so you can see what I'm talking about and why that one does spark a little more joy for me than this one. So I put on these press-on gel nails for the photo shoot on Saturday that I did. I tell more about it in the makeup video that I'm gonna post about my making this face. Today's Tuesday and this one is about to come off, so if it does, sorry, it's just I don't have time to fix it right now. So this is the first Torrid swimsuit, and it is the one that I'm comparing that Walmart swimsuit to, with kind of having that like vintage vibe. This one I do really love. I think that it combines a lot of the good elements of other swimsuits that we've seen. Like this has the same neckline as the FASHIONNOVA olive green swimsuit, and I love that neckline for me. It doesn't tie in the back in a way that like digs into my neck, but instead it has this crisscrossing tie thing like the FASHIONNOVA white one-piece swimsuit, which I like a lot better and which gives me a little bit more control over the support too. This has a nice high rise, not the highest rise, but a really nice high rise, and I love the earth tone color palette with like the real vintage vibes. I love this. I feel really confident and comfortable in it. I love the fabric. Like I don't know how to describe it, but something about Torrid swimsuits are just like so like butter soft, you know, like they're just really comfortable. And obviously it is a brand that is really focused on fit and making swimsuits that are the right shape. You can buy the tops and the bottoms in different sizes. They don't come in sets. I did get a size 1 for both of these pieces and it fits me really well, but if I had decided that I needed maybe a size 2 instead, I could have gotten it and it would have been easy. So yeah, I just feel super cute in this and supported, and I feel like even though there is a V-neck here, I can still go swim and not feel like I'm gonna fall out. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 swimsuit for me, and I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's really nice, cute, a little bit sexy without being crazy, and yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. I have another Torrid swimsuit to try for you. Let's get into it. So hi, hello. This is definitely my favorite swimsuit that I got this whole spring. It's from Torrid as well as the previous one. It's just so good. It's so flattering. I love how high this waist comes up. This is the highest waist out of all the swimsuits I've tried. The print is absolutely gorgeous. The top is structured like a bra, so you have support and lift and coverage, even though it is, you know, a little sexy, a little showy, but then you have these going across, which give it a little edge, a little something something, and also you do feel a little more covered when you have these lines going on. It has this kind of action, kind of sucking you in a little bit, making you feel toned and put together. A good amount of coverage on the tushy, but it's still a little sexy. There's a little something peeking out. And there are a lot of adjustable elements with the back so that you can really make it fit you. I got both the bottom and the top in a size 1, and I feel like that was the right size for me. This swimsuit just is absolutely my go-to swimsuit. It makes me feel so confident and so sexy, and also so like ready to go swimming. I don't feel like I'm gonna fall out or anything. I feel really good in it, and I know that I look really good in it, I'm not gonna lie. That's nice too, to not just feel good, but know with confidence you'll look good. This is absolutely my 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 swimsuit. Quality is amazing, and yes, it is definitely more expensive than the other swimsuits, so that is a huge thing to take into consideration. I was lucky to get this set for half off, so keep in mind Torrid cash and sales and things like that, but for me, this set is my absolute freaking favorite. It's like an 11 out of 10, and it's basically perfect. So that leads me to the last swimsuit combination that I want to show you, which is also from Torrid. So give me 1 second and I'll show that to you. Okay, this is the final swimsuit combo for the day, and it is kind of like a partner piece. I'm wearing the same bottom piece, but the top is a rash guard. I have to say, I absolutely love this. I was so pleasantly surprised that I like a rash guard because, like I said, I don't like feeling like warm at the beach. But I live pretty close to the coast, and there are definitely days that I want to go swimming and get in the water, but the top half of me just gets so freaking cold. My legs can handle it, you know, where all my fat is, but the top half of me is always freezing. I love having this piece as an option if I want to go swimming on a day that's cold, or it's a hot day but the water's really cold. Start out in the other swim top, and then if I start to get too cold, I can keep this with me kind of as a backup piece at the beach. I think it's super like cute and fun, and even though it's covered, I still feel confident and sexy. I definitely feel more sporty in this. I love the fact that it's cropped and that it has such a cute print and this mix of prints and the matching bottom, and everything is just so cute about it. So the rash guard itself, I give it like a 10 out of 10 because this is definitely the cutest rash guard I've ever seen. And then as far as the outfit together, it's like a 9 out of 10 because it's not my go-to. You know, my go-to is the other swimsuit top, and this top is kind of more of a backup, but I'm so happy that I have the option with this swimsuit bottom that I feel so good in. I recommend that you look into rash guards if you're somebody like me who gets freaking cold super easy, because I didn't grow up on the coast getting used to swimming in cold water. Rash guards are becoming popular now. Also, if you're somebody who's looking for a more modest swimsuit, rash guards and shorts and other like more modest swimwear are becoming a little bit more popular because people use them more in sports. But the Torrid website has like full-length shirts, it has shorts that go down to like mid-thigh or knees. I mentioned in my Torrid video, I grew up in a particularly modest church setting, so that would have been super helpful for me to have really modest but also cute swimwear to wear. I think this is super freaking cool. I feel just as good in this as I do in the bikini top. So now that we've ranked all these pieces, let's recap and figure out which ones I'm gonna keep, which ones I'm not gonna keep. Oh, guys, my camera battery is dying, my nails are coming off, we gotta wrap this up. So, overall, it was really good to get back into all of my swimwear again and see, like, which ones do I actually really like when I'm looking at all of my swimwear together, as opposed to when I'm just looking at that company. I go swimming when I can, but not a lot, and I really want to keep stuff that I'm going to use and what I'm not going to use. I'd rather give it to a good cause. I just want to make sure that these pieces that I do like are going to get worn by somebody who will actually really appreciate them. As of now, at the end of the day, my plan is to keep the Ashley Stewart bikini, the pink No Boundaries bikini, and all of the Torrid swimwear, because those ones were the ones that not only fit me well, but also just sparked joy in me. I'm getting a little Marie Kondo about it, but I want to make sure that I feel happy and confident and flattered in the swimwear that I'm wearing. And then the ones I think I'm going to give away are the XOXO bikini, the Walmart Time and Tru bikini, and both of the FASHIONNOVA swimsuits, because each of them had enough little issues that to me I was like, you know, I have better that I'm gonna like more and wear more, so I don't want to keep those around and not wear them. What I think I'm gonna do is there's a local shelter in my area that does really good work. They've helped out my boyfriend's family in the past when they needed furniture and food and housing and stuff. They have a store at the shelter that's like their fundraising, and so they accept donations so that they can stock their store with stuff to sell. I will donate the swimsuits that I'm not going to use to that organization. But before I do, let me know what you think about this whole process. Like, do you disagree with some of the choices that I made about which ones to keep and which ones to give away, or the way that I scored and ranked them? What are your thoughts on all of these different swimsuit brands? Have you tried them? Which ones have you not tried? Was this helpful for you in deciding whether or not you even want to try any of these brands? And have you done something like this before, where whether it's swimwear or jeans or dresses or tops, you can kind of compare them to each other? I'm finding that my favorite swimwear tends to come from Torrid or Ashley Stewart, or surprisingly, apparently Walmart, which I'm very happily surprised about. I love a good bargain. I love a good deal. So let me know about your process with choosing your favorites and stuff like that. Anything related to this video in the comments below. I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. While you're down there commenting, I really hope that you like this video and subscribe to my channel and set your notifications to all. The neighborhood here on my channel is really growing, and it makes such a difference, guys. It is so huge, and I'm so grateful for the support that I've gotten over the past week or two. So thank you so much for subscribing and joining the neighborhood. If you're new here, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time and the fact that you are spending your time here with me. So much love. Bye. I know I talked a big game in my Shein video about getting rid of this shirt, but I really like it. It's a little scratchy and a little bit too big for me, but I figured out how to tie it so that it doesn't show my bra when I lift my arms. So, keeping it.